Saturday morning. I had every intention of doing this yesterday, but I didn't. I'm actually in my craft room because Joe's downstairs in the basement. And Puppy's helping me. He's a bandy girl. Okay. So, she's helping. So, I had every intention of putting a video up last Friday. And I just didn't. And just much like with getting it done yesterday, I just didn't. I got distracted. I don't have a whole lot going on. Really don't. Preparing for a cross stitch retreat in a couple of weeks. 2 weekends. Oh my god, 2 weekends. This time in 2 weeks. It'll be a retreat. Hopefully I take some video. I'm one of those people who's actually kind of bad about taking pictures and videos and stuff because I'd rather live in the moment. And that's just how I am. And I have a doggy armrest. So I have a few things to throw up for this week, but it may be relatively short. It may not be, depending on how long I blabble at the end. I have things to say lately, and I think I'm just going to sit down and film clips of the things I have to say, and then when I don't have much to put up, I can at least put up my little thoughts and things to say, and I think we'll call them things to say. So, enjoy what I've been up to. I did this foot peel thing. I'll put a break screen before I do it in case you're like weirded out by feet, because I know I'm weirded out by feet. But there we go. So I bought this foot peel thing because I'm tired of my feet being absolutely disgustingly gross and cracked and ugh. They're just awful. I got it off Amazon. I'll link the Amazon link below. So directions: wash your feet, pat them dry. I did that. Cut along the dotted line as indicated. So when you open the box, my box had 2 in it. So they're in this thing. They come like together. I have not cut them across the dotted line. I'm assuming that's the dotted line to cut them apart. That's what it looks like. So I'm going to cut them apart, and then you, like, stick your foot in them. We're going to figure out how to stick our foot in them. Okay, so I learned a couple things. The little dotted line, you actually have to cut under it in order to open the boot. The plastic boot. And a size 11 foot does not fit in the little booty well. I ripped it really bad. I'm supposed to sit with my feet in these for like an hour and a half. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. Oh, I look rough. Okay, so I finished my foot soak. And the directions say wash your feet off. Gently wash your feet. Put soap and water after you rinse the mask off. Dead skin cells will will start to peel between 3 to 7 days. It says soak your feet every day in warm water to get more removal. Don't forcibly peel it off. Peeling times can take anywhere between 3 days to a week. They vary person to person. They recommend a second peel, which is probably why they give you 2. After about a month. It says if you have scars, eczema, or dermatitis. I have eczema. My feet are probably rejected. No, it's not that bad. My eczema's not flared up, so. I did only soak it for an hour because as I was hitting that hour point, I could feel a couple little, like, stingy spots, I guess you would say. It wasn't like burning. It wasn't painful. But, it does contain acids and enzymes and, that sort of stuff in it to do what it does. And you could tell. So we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. Probably won't put this video up until, or I probably won't put these clips up until it's all done. And we'll see what happens. I don't know, maybe it'll help. I also figured out that there's probably some room in the front to open up the front a little bit to get my foot in there a little bit better. So we shall see what happens. I have read from various people online that wearing socks daily, keeping socks on your feet helps with the process. So we will be doing that. I did this, obviously, it's March, beginning of March right now. Technically a month from today we'll be at my cross stitch retreat, so if I don't get this second peel done before then, it'll be after, but we shall see. And I've read you probably want to do it like before, you want to give yourself at least a week before flip-flop season, or you're wearing flip-flops if you do one of these, or 2 weeks. You want to give yourself at least 2 weeks before flip-flop season, or you're going somewhere where you can wear flip-flops. Because after the skin peels off, you need to give your feet a little bit of time, because they're going to be very unprotected from, the gunk. But so realistically, I probably should have done this like at the end of summer and midwinter. We're going to see what happens. We'll see what happens. I've been working all morning. I look rough. Now I go back. Now I'm back to cross stitch because I'm relaxing. It's Wednesday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I started the foot peel on Tuesday the 9th. I don't know if I said that when I first filmed it. I only just started seeing peeling today. It says you're not supposed to pick at the peeling. I realized I don't like peeling skin. I have a significant problem with peeling skin. I'm not going to show you my foot because I have a problem with peeling skin. And it's nasty. I did take a shower today. Well, okay. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Today's the first day I saw any sort of like peeling from the foot peel. I took a shower today after I saw the peeling and let the tub I plugged my tub because I have a tub shower combo. I plugged my tub and let the, I'm picking at it right now, and let the tub fill with water. And that really helped significantly with the peeling, like with encouraging it to peel. I think it's going to be another day or two before it's done peeling. Sorry. Window, sun, right behind me. So yeah, it definitely took a little more than a week for it to start peeling. I was actually beginning to think yesterday that it wasn't going to work because nothing was happening. So we will see what happens here in a few days. I will give you a lovely update when it finishes peeling. And maybe actually show you my feet. My feet were gross. I had huge rough patches on my heel, on the outside of the balls of my feet, on the balls of my feet, like on the outside of that, and by my big toe. They were horrible. So hopefully this helps get them in a little bit better shape, and maybe I can do some good maintaining on them now. I don't know, my feet are gross. They're just gross. It's now 2.5 weeks post foot peel. I'm going to show you my feet. In case you don't like feet, skip ahead. But I'm warning you so that you're not like, ah! So the foot peel worked out fairly well. The balls of my feet are smooth, but the heels are still really rough. That's where I didn't get the results I wanted. I've got another one. I may try again. I put the slit to get it on my foot because my big A foot didn't fit it in the back. I'm gonna put it on the front next time and see if that helps. But overall, I mean, pretty happy with it. My feet are nice and a lot smoother. I have these rough patches on my big toe. Those are gone. I just gotta work on my heels. The dog is helping me. Oh, the fabric in the world. Maybe not in the world, but yeah. Back seat's full. Cargo area's full. Front seat's full. Lots of pretty, pretty fabric. Pretty, pretty. That's the only way I can find. Do you hear that? Exactly. No noise pollution. Oh, it's such a blessed thing. Also, the cat really likes the window open. The wind is throwing a rager out there. It's not as bad now. You can see the tree moving as it was in the pre-light hours. I mean, at one point, because of the outdoor lights, we can see the stop sign. The stop sign was wiggling. The traffic, the street sign was wiggling. It was insane. It pushed the dog when we went to go potty outside. Yes, like it threw the dog off balance. Insane. That's the church across the street from my house. It's a party of wind today. Hopefully the power does not go out because I have work to do. Okay. I'm going to try that again because I don't like what I just said. Because it didn't make sense. I've been on this struggle bus with validating people's feelings because I feel like people deserve to have their feelings validated. And they do. But I do really feel like there are some things that people are like, I don't like that, I want it to change, that are a bit ridiculous. I don't want to say ridiculous, that maybe are minor, maybe are trivial. You know, there comes a point where we have to accept and understand. Not everybody's going to feel the same way we feel about things, you know. But we also have to accept and understand that certain things definitely portray negativity, whereas other things that are very related to that don't, if that makes sense. You know, I get why certain people feel certain ways about things, but there are other things that it's like, okay, there has to be a compromise of portraying things, you know. We have to accept and live our history. And we have to accept that it has its bad. And we have to teach off of what was bad so that people don't repeat that. I mean, those who don't read history are doomed to repeat it. But we have to accept that history is not always portrayed accurately. And we need to consider that when we think about things. I think there's a lot of jump to say, I don't like your opinion, without consideration of where their opinion's coming from, why they have the opinion they have. You know, if somebody says something that I disagree with, I try really hard to figure out if I have all of the information. I put a post up on Facebook the other day that said that you can tell a lot about a person based on how they react to being corrected and you setting boundaries with them. And it's very true. And I try not to jump into an argument until I have facts, because the truth is you're never going to change somebody's opinion. But you might, but once a person's mind's made up, their mind's made up. It takes a lot to change a person's opinion. And you can present them with pages and pages and pages and novels of facts about why their opinion's inaccurate. And they may still never change it. The best you can do is politely point out why why your opinion is your opinion. And if they're going to argue with you about it, you have two choices. You either don't discuss it. Well, maybe you have more than two choices. You either don't talk about that topic. You walk away from that person. Or you continue to politely show them why you're on the side you are, no matter how they act towards you. I try to walk that one, but sometimes I just walk away from the argument. I just scroll right past it. Sometimes that's the peace of mind I need. But this name calling stuff, I'm getting a little tired of. But I'm also getting a little tired of seemingly very petty things being problematic. I mean, there are some floss tubers who don't like the names of colors of floss because they're Union Blue and Confederate Gray. Now, they're very accurate representations of what the Union Soldier Blue was and what the Confederate Soldier Gray was. Historically, they are very accurate. So I don't feel like they need discredited. But some people do. I suppose it's the company's place to decide how they feel about it. You know, just like it's the company's place to decide they want to take a word off of a name of a toy. The plastic potato thing kind of got me a little fired up. I mean, it's a plastic potato. I've worked in daycare for 10 years. Guess what? Kids don't call it Mr. Potato Head. They call it the potato head. Kids put girl lips and mustaches on the potato head. I don't really think kids care. And someone that I follow on Instagram, Josh Bernstein, he's a adventurer and explorer. He used to have a TV show. He does not anymore. They need to get him back on TV for my sake. He's a very insightful, thoughtful person, and he's an archaeologist, but I follow him, and yesterday he was musing about race and Sesame Street puppets. And do we associate race with Sesame Street puppets? The reality was, when I was a kid, I didn't. The reality when in daycare was, most of my kids didn't. So while I appreciate Sesame Street, including puppets of different races and humans of different races and puppets of different abilities and all of that, I appreciate more the representation of exceptionalities in people than I can see kids coming to need to understand that. The thing is, we teach kids about race. Adults teach kids about race. And we adults need to do better on that. But I'm not raising kids, so unfortunately, I don't get to say anything. 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 I don't get to say anyth I can just share my love with everybody. I do know that I am very conscious of race, not in a negative sense, but in a sense that when I know there's situations out there where my friends of certain races are struggling, I do my very best to reach out to them and try to make them feel not just safe with me, but what can I do on a level of you and me to make this situation, to make me on the side of you. That was a lot. I don't know if all of it made sense, but I'm gonna go with it. So, that's what I have right now. We're gonna go put this together. Hopefully it gets up today. May not get up till Sunday. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what I'm saying. Sometimes I don't know how I'm feeling. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like, well, okay, I get why this person's feeling this way. But then, why does that person feel like that? Do you ever feel like you're confused by your own feelings? 'Cause I sure am.